Do you want to talk a little bit about like, stress, how stress is like an overarching term, right? That's like 5 letters, stress, that encompasses so much in our lives.
Yeah. Stress is the body's response to the environmental stressors. Mm-hmm. It's like the stressors are the things that are coming at you from a day to day. The stress is how your body's responding to it. But yeah, we're going to dive in and break it down. But we talk about like mental stress, chemical stress, emotional stress. There's a lot of different factors that play into how we feel what we feel. And I think we live in a day and age where we're so consumed by stressors that we don't know how to like downregulate out of them if we don't have like a quality approach.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, back in the day, I listened to a few podcasts like leading up to this. They always bring up like a tiger for whatever reason.
That is always the metaphor, dude? The tiger or the lion.
It's like those are only in specific areas of the world. But anyways, like
I was getting chased by a lion. I was in Africa for some reason.
But it is that kind of like you have to attack, you have to play defense, stress is your body is designed to respond in a way that is going to get you moving, going to allow your muscles to work, going to maybe force you to say something. Maybe it's something you don't want to say, but it's designing you to like get up from what you're doing and go.
Yes.
And so, if you want to relate to back in the day, that was hunting something, or you were being hunted, or you were fighting in battle, or whatever, dude. Like,
yes.
But in today's day and age, that looks like everything that is being thrown our way. If it's finances, if it's your job, if it's your kids, like schedule, your phone, that's a massive one, right? It's in front of you constantly sending you signals over and over and over. So I just don't think we recognize like how many stressors that are coming our way. And if you don't have the tools to combat it, like you're going to be in a rough spot. Absolutely.
Yeah. The classic, that's funny. The classic metaphor of like the being chased by the tiger, that's one form of stress, right? Like that fear response, like that adrenaline response, but stress could also be eating too much or not eating enough, or not having enough, access to food, or having only access to low quality food. Stress could be from training, right? When we step into the gym and we work out, that is a stressor that we're placing on our bodies in hopes of rebounding from that stressor and becoming more resilient, right? So stress can be a really positive thing, because we need stress. We need outside forces to stress us out so that we can adapt and continue to build resilience and move forward, so we can navigate our environments with skill, right? So again, stress can be a positive thing. Again, you just said it's like that. It's the signal that forces us to move, to get up and go. Without the discomfort of stress, then we would just let ourselves get eaten by the lion.
Yep.
And that wouldn't be very good for the
It's only good for the lion.
It wouldn't be good for, yeah, true. It's good for the lion. It wouldn't be good for the propagation of the human race, right? We wouldn't get very far. But yeah, so there's so many things that encompass the idea of stress. Again, you touched on emotional stress. If you're having, an argument with your spouse, or you're not getting along with people at work, or you're grieving, someone in your family passes away. That's emotional stress, or a relationship ends. Those are all emotional stressors, right?
Yep.
Physical stress, again, could be from working out, could be from working out too much, not working out enough. Could be physical stress, could be cold or hot, right? These are forms of stress. Chemical stress is our exposure to chemicals in the environment. So, food additives, low quality water, things in our tap water that we shouldn't be drinking, air quality, right? If you live in a city, the air quality is not great. You're breathing in. One thing that I learned recently was, we all replace our tires on our cars every couple of years. There's no rubber on the streets. Like, where's where's the rubber going? It's getting thrown up into the air.
Yeah.
And like, microscopic, particles. So we're breathing in rubber and plastic and exhaust. Yeah, exactly. Nice. Love that. That's a huge form
pharmaceuticals.
Exactly. Pharmaceuticals. If you're on medications, right? That's a form of chemical stress. And then what was the last one we got? Emotional, physical, chemical, and then environmental. Environmental would be like light pollution, again, air quality, right? Even our physical environment not being conducive to moving or being healthy, right?
Yep.
So again, these are all different buckets of stress that we face on a daily basis. And I think what most people don't consider or recognize with this is that your body, your system doesn't really differentiate between different types of stress. So you think that, even though you are dealing with a lot of emotional stress and you're grieving, you can step in the gym and train just as hard as you've been training.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's a healthy outlet, right? To go let out some energy.
Sure.
But if you're really stressed out because you're grieving or because you can't, pay your bills, then crushing yourself in the gym is not very strategic, because you're not going to recover from that workout well.
Yeah.
Because your body's already under so much stress.
Yes.
Right. So just understanding that your body can't really differentiate between the different forms of stress that you're experiencing is a really important factor to get yourself to the place where you can kind of balance these forces in your life.
Yeah, I like to explain it like you have a bucket that exists that represents maybe your day's capacity or your body's capacity. And you take all of those different stressors, and every single day you are filling that bucket. You know what I mean? Whether it's like stress at work, argument with your wife, the dog ran away, I don't know, whatever you want to name it. Like you're looking at your phone, an injury that you have that kind of gets lumped into the physical. And your bucket fills. And so that example, like you shared, is like you go to the gym, if your bucket's already, 3/4 of the way full, and you train super hard and now you're spilling out, like you're losing that ability to recover well. You're not maximizing like the gains from that training session. And yeah, it's actually going to be more detrimental than actually positive for you. So this is a world that exists where you could still train. Like you said, it's definitely a positive outlet, if that's something that you enjoy and you need to express that stress out.
Yeah.
But there's a way that you could do it that's effective, safe, conducive to creating a stress-free environment.